Hello, Ngozi, hi. So wonderful to have you on the show.
Thank you so much. Thank you
Okay,
so
so welcome, inspiring women. Today, our conversation is themed Life Happens, but it's never too late. And my guest
much.
speaker is Ngozi Jason-Nwadinobi, who will be sharing her perspective on this sensitive but must be discussed topic.
Mm.
Before we begin, as is a usual culture, in a League of Inspirational Women, I would like to share her bio with you. Okay, so you get to know her a little bit. So Ngozi Jason-Nwadinobi is a writer and a a BED with a BED in English from the University of Calabar, and she works with the federal government parastatal in oil and gas. Ngozi. She finds human beings the most interesting species of God's creatures and has a burden in her heart to help lift them up by helping them change their mindsets and perception of life. Ngozi also believes that God has specially called her to promote, inspire, motivate, and encourage women to be their best and fulfill their purpose in life. And hence, we're having this conversation with her. So,
Yeah.
Ngozi, welcome, welcome, welcome.
Thank you so much for having me.
Thanks, accepting to be on the show. So, is there anything else about you that you would like to share with our women out there? Because I mean, it might be something else.
Nothing much, just that I'm married. I have two children. I live here in Nigeria.
Yeah.
So the challenges that come from being a wife and mother all over the world.
Mhm.
And maybe Nigeria, maybe it might be more tasking in Nigeria. I don't know. I've never lived abroad, so I don't know. But I think it may be more tasking in Nigeria. So with all the wahala, attendance wahala, and all that.
Exactly.
Mm,
Oh, well, being a mother and a wife in Nigeria is very interesting, but, at least in Nigeria, we get to have support around us.
yeah, that's
Over
true.
there, I think it's a bit more difficult. So maybe it's just a different perspective. Oh, I mean,
Mm.
who knows? It could be worse here depending on, on, on how you see things. Yes. Wow, that's amazing. So, Ngozi, our topic today is one that brings up so much heat in the hearts of women. When we look at our
Mm.
lives today and feel that we should have been doing more, that's what happens to us. We feel like we should have been doing more. When we think
Yeah.
back at the grand dreams, that we had, and then somehow life happened, right? And those dreams were forced to recede to the background because we had to get married, we had to bear children, we had to nurture those children to a certain age, and so many things,
Mm.
right? So my first question to you is, do you think these things we put our lives on hold for are what stop us from pursuing our dreams? Or do you think it is we women who make the excuse to put our dreams on pause?
I think it's unconscious. It's an
Okay.
unconscious thing because it doesn't just happen to women, it happens to everybody, both men and women. So I think, when you go to nursery school, primary school, secondary school, next thing, you're just following what is normal.
Yeah.
And life happens and you forget unconsciously, you forget your dreams
Mhm.
because you're so busy living life. You not forget your dreams, and then before you know it, all those things that you were thinking that you're going to do, you've forgotten about them. I'll give an example of, when we were young,
Yes.
almost all of us wanted to be doctors, wanted to be lawyers, and all that. I wanted to be a doctor as a child. And then one day, I remember a family friend, a man, I don't remember what the person was exactly, but someone asked, I said, what do you want to be? And I said, I wanted to be a nurse. And the man said, God forbid.
He said,
forbid. How can you be a nurse? You know the kind of work they do? You can't do that. It's too messy. Don't be a nurse. So, that's how that dream was killed. And then as I started growing up, I started considering being a teacher.
Mm.
In fact, I thought about being a teacher up until after my youth service. And the reason why I wanted to be a teacher, because I wanted to have time. I don't like stress. I wanted to have time. In those days, being a teacher wasn't really stressful, unlike the way it is now. When you wake up to about 4 o'clock. In those days, by 1:30, you're done and you're back home. You have time for your husband, you have time for your children and all that. So I wanted to be a teacher. But somewhere along the line, that's changed too. In our time, when we finished school, it was the banks were giving jobs to everybody. So somehow I found myself in the oil industry. Oil industries were in vogue then, banks too were in vogue then. And I thought the oil industry was a little less stressful than the banks. And I said I opted for the oil industry. And
You really don't like
the
stress.
oil industry. I don't like stress. No, I don't like stress. But I thought about it recently. And I was like, why did I want to be a doctor or a nurse or a teacher? Because I wanted to help people. I love to help people. I love it. In my church, I've been a leader in my church right from university days. I'm in my element when I'm helping somebody do something. So it took me how many years? Almost 20 years to realize, to come back to where I wanted to be. I didn't do it intentionally. It wasn't marriage. I didn't get married so early. I got married in my 30s. So it wasn't marriage that made me forget my dreams. It was just life generally, trying to live up to the expectations that society has placed on us as human beings. Finish school, get a job, marry, and all that. I forgot who I was supposed to be until just recently. So tell
me something. If you just remembered, that recently that you wanted to be a doctor, right? Do you think it's easy? Do you think you can, at this point, pick up pursuit of your dreams? Because it would be good for our women to know if at any stage in life, any age, any stage, you can pick up your dreams and pursue those dreams.
Oh, yeah. Definitely.
Okay.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you now. Yeah, I can.
All right. Because my children went.
Oh, you're breaking.
They'll be back very soon.
Okay.
So when they come, I have to wear my earpiece so they don't disturb us.
Okay.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Okay. All right. So you can't pick. It might not be easy, really. It might not be easy to start to pick up from where you left off, but it's definitely possible. Because if you're not doing what you've been called to do, you won't find fulfillment. There will always be a part of you believing that there's more out there for you. There's something more for you to do. So, and I think because of that emptiness will push you. So despite the inconvenience or the challenges ahead, you would break over those challenges just to do the things that you know you are supposed to be doing. So it's possible, definitely possible.
So what I hear you say is that, regardless of what age and what stage, you can actually pick up your dreams where you left off from your little girl.
Yes.
Yeah. Yes. I mean, we knew a case of the guy who the Kentucky Fried Chicken guy, right? I mean, he was at the age of 60.
Yeah.
He had that dream and came up with that fantastic recipe for chicken. And I mean, look at where, Kentucky is even, here in Nigeria now. So, but I guess it's something that is possible. I do agree with you, that it's possible. But then I think it takes a lot of grit, even at that age where you are, and the stage that you are in life. Lots of grit, and most important, it also takes a lot of leadership, in you. It calls on the leader in you. Yes,
definitely,
to be able to do that. So speaking of leadership, right? I want to ask you and sound you out. So taking leadership of our life is also a sensitive but must be discussed topic, right? And women are used to being led. from when they're little girls to when they get married, and it makes it difficult for them to take leadership of their dreams when there's an opportunity to do so, which I would, say that is no fault of theirs, but it's time to get our backbones to work. So what actionable steps should women, who find themselves in this situation do to take leadership of themselves and their dreams?
First of all, a woman should know that your life is yours. You're responsible for your life and you're in charge of your life. Nobody can live your life for you.
Yeah.
I think because a lot of times, like you said, women are used to depending on others for leadership. A lot of women are unhappy, unfulfilled, depressed even.
Wow.
But we women will find it's easy for us to hide our emotions, our deepest emotions. You're busy taking care of every other person, your mother, your father, your husband, your children. If you're the first child, your family, your siblings, and then you hide your own, nobody thinks of taking care of you. So the first thing you need to realize that you're in charge of your life and you're responsible for your life and the way it should go. That's the first thing. You should stand up for yourself. If you're a married woman, probably you're in your 30s or you're in your 40s or even in your 50s, and then you want to do something as some of our husbands, can do sometimes. They'll say, no, don't do it. Stay at home. Who will stay with the children? Who will do this? Who will do that?
Yes.
You need to understand the kind of person you're married to, and you need to know it. Like in Nigeria, being married, having a husband is like having a boss at work. You need to understand your boss. You need to understand your wife, your husband. So you know how to manage that person. You know how to handle that person. Some people, in an office, you can have a boss that everybody is saying he's this, he's harsh, he's this, he's that, insensitive, he's wicked. But because you know how you understand that person, you will not see. Of course, you're seeing what other people are seeing, but the result with that person, other people will not get it because of your mindset concerning that person. You understand the person, so you know how to handle the person.
Yeah.
So if you're a woman and you're married and your husband is the type that feels okay, just be doing your work or just go and do one small business somewhere, and that's not what you want, and you think he'll tell you to stay at home and don't follow your dreams, understand your husband and know how to handle him. I don't think there's any, except the person is an unreasonable person. But if he's a normal, regular, reasonable person, then you know how to handle him. So that's the thing. First thing, know that you're in charge. Know that you're responsible for your life.
For your life.
That's one. Two, what actually do you want to do? A lot of times we have an idea of what we want to do, but we may not know exactly what we need to do or how
So you're breaking
about it. I was like, oh, hear me now.
Okay, so sorry, Ngozi, you broke, yes, you were breaking at that point where you were talking about what do you want to do? So maybe we can take it again, yes.
Okay, so what do you want to do with your life? A lot of times we have an idea of what but we may not know exactly what we need to do. We don't know how to streamline it and do things the way we're supposed to do them. So I want to use myself as an example.
Yes.
I was saying that I've always been told I could write, right from my primary school days. I've been told I could write. Primary school, secondary school, university. You know how university can be sometimes. You forget yourself sometimes. You're just busy hopping up everywhere.
Yes.
So I didn't do much writing in the university. But after I finished school, I think I picked it up again. I started writing to encourage people. I'll just pick up, like I remember my brother-in-law now, when his dad passed on, I wrote him a letter. He kept that letter for months. He said, I used to write to encourage people. In church too, I'll write one or two things in church when I was doing my youth service, So I just loved writing to encourage people. So in recent times, the past like maybe 3, 4, 5 years, I'll just write on social media, Facebook. I'll just write things just to make people either laugh or to motivate them or inspire them. I used to do it just for the fun of it. Until a lady approached me last year and said, you're really good though. Do you know it can get published? I've heard that many times, but I never really knew how to go about it, so I forgot about it. So I was like, okay, how can I do it? And she, told me, go to my site, you see my price, blah, 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 blah. When I went to her site, I saw the the amount of money she was charging to help people write, and I got discouraged. And I went back to her. Excuse me. She came back to me and was like, oh, what's the problem? I said, my sister, your price is too much. I cannot. And she laughed. I was like, okay, what can you do? So from there, we started working together. What I am saying is that when it's time, when you have decided that you need to fulfill your dreams, somehow you start attracting people into your life that
Ooh, I like
will
that.
help
Yeah.
you push your dream. Somehow, I used to hear her name on TV. I would hear her name on TV, and I thought 4 years ahead of me. She was able to coach me. That's the third point I'm coming to now. That's when you decide what you want to do, when you have made up your mind that, oh, your life is in your hands, you now decide what you want to do. You need someone to help you, to organize your thoughts, give you clarity on how you should go about doing what you desire to do. Sometimes there's so many ideas in your head, everything, you can get all jumbled up and confusing. You need someone that will hold your hand. So find a coach or a mentor. Somehow, God has a way of bringing people into your life. The past 2 years of my life have been really amazing. People I've met lots of people. See how I met you. I've been seeing you on Instagram. How many I've been seeing you? You never made any until how come I now saw this League of Inspirational Women. I thought I'd seen it, but it just made sense to me. And I've been seeing you. Why did it make sense to me all these years? I've been seeing you. I've been seeing your live. You did some lives some years ago. I'll watch your lives and I'll move on. Sometimes I'll like them. Sometimes I'll not like them.
All in the process of finding myself.
You see, but now you kind of streamlined yourself. You're better organized now. So that's what will happen. You need someone that will help you to organize yourself. So that's the third thing you need to do.
Yeah.
But you need to decide that whatever you want to do, you can do it. Don't bother about how you will look. Don't bother about what people will say, how they'll laugh at you. Don't even bother. Just take that first step. From that first step, you gain confidence, and then you keep moving on and on and on. That's just it. That's it. That's the basic advice I'll give to any woman who wants to fulfill her dreams.
These are really amazing steps that you've shared, Ngozi. If I want to summarize, number one is understand that your life is your own. And you must own it. You must take responsibility, for yourself and for your dreams. So you don't need to depend on any other person for leadership but yourself, right? And then you also mentioned, that you should also stand up for yourself, because I think that's another thing that most women, you don't really stand up for yourself deep down. So it's not just standing up, and it's really saying that this is what I believe in, is what I want to do, and then actually standing up for yourself to get it done.
Exactly.
Yes, and I liked what you shared about understanding who your boss is or who your husband is, liking it that way, because then you can actually communicate, to connect. If you're able to communicate to connect, then what happens is that you'll be able to find a win-win situation when you can actually do what you want to do, with his approval somehow, you'll be able to get it. Then you also mentioned, that, you can do what you want to do with your life. You can do whatever you want to do with your life, but you have to know what you want to do. So it's not just saying, oh, I have a dream. What exactly do you want to do, so that you can streamline it? So, when I coach, women and everything, and we want to through the growth process, everyone, we always have different ideas, because that's how we are. We have different things that we love to do. You can even have a list of 8 of those things, but what happens is that you begin to streamline. Which one is more passionate? Are you more passionate
Exactly.
about, and everything? And so that's very, very important. And then you also mentioned, so important, seek someone to help you. most times we feel that we can do things alone. And I'm one of those, I mean, I'm guilty of that, right? But one thing that's important is that people have gone before you. So you can actually, I mean, depending on where you are and what your need is, you can get a coach and you can get a mentor, which is what you talked about, so that you don't really have to make all the mistakes that people made from the beginning. You can, cut yourself some mistake
Exactly.
time, and launch immediately. Yes. And so everybody, even I myself, I have a coach, and I love my coach so much. He just knows how to put me in the right, position. Yeah. And then the final one, which is so important, regardless of how you stand up for yourself, getting a coach, knowing your dreams, if you do not believe in yourself,
Oh, yes.
that's it. It is dead
It can
on
be
delivery.
overemphasized.
Exactly. So you must believe in yourself. You must believe in your dreams. So there's something that I call my 3 levels, my 3 tirade of beliefs. Believe in myself, believe in my dream, and believe in my God. Like you were, our spiritual, faith is really, really part of our growth. It can't be separated. Yes. So that's my tirade of belief. Yes. So these are fantastic points, women. You've heard Ngozi. Okay, so if you're in this position, which most of us are really, just look at very simple steps, that she's shared, and actionable steps as well, And if you still want more information, you can always reach out to her or to myself, and we'll share. You can put a comment, and we'll help you. So Ngozi, all right, as it is in the League of Inspirational Women, we always have some last words to inspire and
Yes.
listening women out there, because we need inspiration every day. Even the one who
Yes.
inspires needs some inspiration. So please
That's
inspire
true.
us.
Oh, okay. Well, I would say, don't wait for anybody to encourage you. It's good. I never thought I would ever need a coach. Like you said, I'm also guilty. It's not like I think I can do it on my own, but I didn't think I would have to go and hire a coach to help me. The coach came to me. I was sitting down in my house and minding my business. She came to me, and I realized I needed her help.
Like you said, you
And as you love your
attracted.
coach, yes, I did. I did. So it's good when people believe in you and they encourage you, but you have to be your biggest cheerleader.
Mm-hmm.
You have to be your biggest cheerleader. There's a time when if I put a post on social media and I got 1 or 2 likes, I'll start feeling uncomfortable. That one, why didn't people like it? That I said nonsense, that. But now I don't even care. I write what I want to write because I know I'm making sense.
Exactly. You
I'm
know
making
you're
sense.
making sense. And those who know,
Yes,
know.
exactly. And I found out that many people will see your, but they will not like it. They will not make any comment. I have a particular friend. She has called me a few times. Oh, Ngozi, I read this your post on Facebook. I was so inspired. I was so motivated. The first time she called me, I said, "Well, sister, can you not just like this the post?" No, not for you. You just you read. They not come and call me in private. Come and say you really inspired me. What's that? Please go and like it. So a lot of people are reading what you're writing. A lot of people are watching your videos,
Yeah.
seeing your pictures, but they won't bother liking. They won't make any comments. Just know that somebody somewhere needs what you have. There's
Yeah.
something that you have. There's something that you know that somebody out there needs, and is waiting for you. So don't hold yourself back. Like this lady Naomi or Samedwa. I don't know
Yeah.
if you've heard of her.
Yeah,
She's a lady I follow on Instagram. He
yeah.
says her from backstage to center stage.
Center
It's time
stage.
for you to leave the shadows and move to the limelight. Move away, because I believe that God has made everybody a leader. Everybody, there's enough room on the mountain. God
Yeah.
has made every single one of us a leader. You don't
Mm-hmm.
have to be on stage every day or receive awards, but in your own little world, it can make a difference.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody, every single one of us, nobody has it all. Nobody
Mm-hmm.
has a monopoly on knowledge. There's something that you have. Leave your comfort zone. Leave your comfort zone. Go out there. Forget your fears. There's someone said, do it afraid. You may be
Yes, do
afraid.
it.
Still go ahead and do it.
Just
Go
do
ahead
it.
and do it. And the
Just
more you do
do
it,
it.
the less afraid you become. Less
Exactly.
afraid you become, so just do it. I don't care about anybody's opinion. Don't bother. I was watching something on TV the other day. The church I attend, we have what do you call this like DSTV, what's it, cable network. Yeah, we have this
Okay.
cable network. So
Okay.
this lady won an award. Excuse me, she won an award, and for something, best star for something on the TV on the network. And so they asked her, how was she able to get to where she is today? And she said she has this stubborn arrogance. That's how she put it. So I have this
Stubborn
stubborn
arrogance.
arrogance. Arrogant. I don't care what anybody is saying. Don't tell me I cannot do it, or don't tell me I'm not good enough. Don't tell me I don't have what it takes. I'm not listening to you. I'm only listening to my God and to myself. So nobody's opinion counts. What counts is what you think and what God says about you. Those two things.
Absolutely.
That's all. That's all. What you believe in
Absolutely.
yourself, like you said. And because God wants you successful, God
Mhm.
wants you to do well. So if God wants you to do well, then bone everybody, like who the younger ones will say, bone them, and then face your course. Face your course.
Face
Set your
your
eyes like flint.
face your
Focus
focus.
on your focus.
Focus on your focus. I tell you, focus on your focus.
Focus on your focus. And don't look at anybody. Don't look to the left. Don't look to the right. Just Bible says, set your eyes like flint. You know, flint, that tiny piece of wood. Just
Yes.
put your eye like that, focus, and just hit the bullseye. And
Yes.
forget about every other person. Before you know it, when you now become successful, all those people now come and say, hey, I knew you could do it. I knew you could do it. Meanwhile, they were there at the back, hoping or thinking that you would
Mm-hmm.
crash. But you didn't crash. You didn't
Very
crash.
true.
So
Very true.
that's it.
That's
Just do
another
it.
that's another perspective. Yes. Awesome. Oh my God. Because it does. I mean, I would say that's so inspiring. I mean, I could even feel the passion in you. And ladies, it's because it has just hit it on the nail in different areas, in different areas. And it's up to you to decide now, if you're going to allow life to continue to happen to you, or if you're just going to, defy, the time, define the lateness, and then go for your dreams. This is the time to actually decide
Yeah.
that it's time, that now, there's no better time than now. So my coach,
Exactly.
one of my mentors, John Maxwell, he always says in our trainings that if you look at the time, does it say anything? Does it say sometime or some soon, or no? It tells the time. There's no
Specific.
better time
Yeah.
than now for you to start in whatever way. And like Ngozi said, you don't have to wait for perfection. You don't have to wait for validation from anyone. You are your
Yeah.
validation. Just move towards your dream. I mean, she's just inspired me myself right now, because there's some things that I've just been, chilling, keeping in the oven, and she's so right. Like I said, the inspired can also be inspired, right? So Ngozi, thank you so much for your time.
Thank you. Thank you
It's
so
been
much.
wonderful. I hope that we can get to do this again, soon.
Yeah.
Yes, and ladies, like I said, if you need help, you want to talk, I mean, one thing that's so important, and which is what I preach, is that don't keep things inside. There are people out there who can identify with you, who you also identify with, who can actually help you to even gain clarity. And this is what we do as coaches. We can help you discover, where your path, where you really want to go, and just urge you along or nudge you along that path. So don't keep it inside. Speak with someone, because it's there. I'm here. Speak with someone, but don't keep it inside. We've been created for more than we are. We've been created for greatness, and there's something inside each and every one of us that we can offer to the world. So let your light shine, let it shine, let it shine.
Definitely.
Okay. Thank you, Ngozi, so much for your time.
Thank you
I'm gonna
so
let you
much.
go before the kids come back and start,
Yeah.
demanding for your attention. They always know how to do that. Okay,
Yeah.
so bye everyone. Thank you so much for watching.
Much.